And we're live. Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans, everybody. Let me just verify
Who are you?
that video
Who are you?
better. Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't know how to change my name from last week. Let's see.
I know, because I'm Alec, and you're Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans.
Well,
what's up with that, bro?
It's okay. Whatever. I'm Steven.
I'm Alec.
Yes.
Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans.
Video quality, significantly better.
On my end or yours?
On our end. So it's not all pixelated this week.
Gotcha.
So that's
cool.
a W. Okay.
Dubs
so to start it off, just like we do every single week, or we're going to at least, what have you been up to in the world of whiskey, Alec? What have you gotten into recently?
In the world of whiskey. So I think last time we did a live stream in separate locations, I told you I picked up a bottle of Jack Daniel's single barrel, one for me, one for our friend Dylan. So the bachelor party was on last weekend. We got to pop that bad boy open, and I also brought a bottle of Old Forester 100 with. So we got to do a little bit of tasting around the campfire with some banana whiskey. It's pretty nice. I enjoyed myself. How about you?
Dude, I've been drinking so much Texas whiskey. We had someone lend us quite a few bottles of Texas whiskey, which that'll be our live stream in 2 weeks. But Texas whiskey. It's been
Nice.
Interesting. I found a few bottles I actually like, which was very unexpected because typically I hate Texas whiskey. But so today we are doing blinds. Yes. So the way I want to run this, let's do the blinds. Did you not come prepared, Alec?
I'm just opening the door. Abby needs to go outside, okay?
Tisk. Typical you. All right, so today we're going to run the blinds. So me and Alec last week, we both blindly poured each other some bottles into some samples. He has my key. I have his key. Let's go one for one.
One for one?
So you start off, pour whichever one you want. Just tell me which one you're pouring. You didn't come prepared.
I did. I just poured in the wrong cup. I had my sipper, and then I had the vials, and the vials went separate from the sipper. I need like 1 second, okay? You know what? Tisk.
All right. And so anyone watching, all right, I'm on break at work, but I'm here for a bit. Hayden, welcome back to the stream. Cheers. Glad you could make it, and glad your work's going well, I'm assuming, at least.
Well, they're watching us, so that's got to make it a little bit better, right?
But yeah, we're doing a live stream about our blinds for this week. We're kind of using this as a preparing ourselves midway through our advent calendar, since we've already done quite a few of them. We're going to use the same rules we're doing in the advent calendar, which we're trying to guess type of whiskey, proof, and then the specific bottle. Specific bottle is double weighted just because it is, way harder to do. And if we guess any of them properly, I think that's a complete win.
I completely agree.
All right. Starting off,
all right.
Alec.
Yes.
I want you here. I'm going to put it in like a semi-nice order for you. On the ones I poured. Pour C first. C is going to be the easiest one to start off on.
All right. There you go.
Cheers, Lord Schlong. Or Shane. Yes.
I like Lord Schlong more. But yes, cheers. Cheers to you.
And thanks for those samples. I'll let you know how they go or what we think of them when they come out. Also, we joined Story Time. You convinced me to do it. Or, well, I joined on our behalf, Alec. I know you don't even know what that is.
No, I don't. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. So, Alec, advent calendar rules. You're trying to guess type of whiskey, proof, and specific bottle.
Okay.
And I was very nice. I don't know how you were when you poured these, but I was very nice to you. Or
I'm going to put it to you like this, okay? Because when we did this was after batching. So your definition of being nice to me could mean that you were like, I'm going to give him something so great, and then it ends up being like 3 different whiskeys that you thought were going to go completely wrong together, and then somehow I'm left with like a dirt scotch and then some Texas bourbon that's got Abby's butt in my face right now. Some Texas bourbon that you just just picked up and you don't know if it's good, and then finish it off with something that's over 120 proof. That's what I assume you did.
Definitely not Texas whiskey. All of our Texas whiskey, or the Texas whiskey that's showing up in the live stream in the next 2 weeks, is being borrowed, or well, we're borrowing it from someone else so we can make some content with it. So that's not Texas whiskey, if it makes your life a little easier.
Well, I can tell you it's got some bananas in it. That's for sure.
What was your warm-up whiskey?
This is my warm-up whiskey, actually.
Ooh, so you're going completely blind.
Completely blind. I literally got out of the shower 10 minutes ago and kind of just got myself situated right here. So yes, I am definitely coming in a little bit on the unprepared side, as you said.
Yeah, we might have to start pushing these back to like 7 starting, because I was super last minute as well. But yeah, what's everyone drinking tonight? Because that's probably going to take a while. I cut out a lot of our boring, like, oh, this could be this. Oh, this could be that. Oh, this could be this.
Hey, man, that's the fun part.
Can you see the comments, Alec?
I cannot actually.
Okay.
Wait, one sec. Yeah. One sec. Hang on,
Aiden says, warm-up whiskeys are for losers.
That's right.
I would be inclined to agree, although I'm super competitive. So I'm really concerned this is going to make us look like complete asshats. Just like the whole advent calendar, every single time we film one, I'm like, shit, are we going to do this right? Or are we going to do this wrong? Is it going to look bad? Is it going to look good? And I have mixed feelings about it.
Okay. So I've got 2 ideas in mind, and it's funny because the nose is totally messing me up to the palate. I've got something spicier.
I could agree with that.
A little bit of toasted marshmallow. Not astringent oaky, but a little bit oaky, and overall proof point is, I'm going to say, somewhere around 100. I want to say. So
normally on the proof point we're going against each other. So how do you want to grade tonight?
Let's just do closest person to it. You know, if I say,
Alec, we have different samples. That's literally going to be a free point then.
Well, yes. Well,
so what, within 5 proof?
How about, if you guess it, let's do 3. If you can guess it within 3 proof, you get the point. If you don't, then you don't get the point.
I really think you're underestimating or overestimating our ability.
Well, you got to remember, you choose your proof points based on the bottle in your head. I'm choosing the proof point based on what's going down my throat. Okay.
All right. Well, do you have a guess? No pressure here, by the way.
Okay, I think I've got one. I'm going to say, all right.
Dude, so many lips. You're like,
hey, man.
Geez. I'm just sitting here listening to it, and I'm like, geez, this is a lot.
I don't know what you want from me, man. It's how I taste my whiskey, okay? Okay, so I'm going to call this bourbon proof point. I'm going to put it at 97. And I'm going to say it's, I really think I'm going to mess this up, but Russell tenure.
Cheers, Mr. Whiskey Shits.
I like
you guys
his
all
name.
Drinking tonight.
Whiskey Shits, welcome.
I love that because you're not as big in the whiskey tube community as I am. You're just more so big into the whole idea of whiskey, so you don't know a lot of these people. So it's fun sitting here watching you meet people for the first time ever.
Well, they all probably think I'm a chump too, because yes, I am not at all in the whiskey community. I do this for fun with you, but at the same time, they probably think wow, this probably makes the dude with the hat look a lot better, huh?
I doubt that. Okay, what did you guess? Because I wasn't paying attention.
I know you weren't. Bourbon, 97, Russell, tenure.
Well, you got none of them right.
What?
Literally not a single one right.
That's not bourbon.
Yep. Will says
I'm a chump. Yeah, thanks, Will. Glad to have you here. Love the support, buddy. Oh, you dirty bastard.
I went easy on you.
I'm not sure why I got so much toasted marshmallow on that. Oh, that's the single malt, isn't it?
No, the single malt's the blue one. That's your Woodford wheat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not get the usual weediness on it actually.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
do you
New
care which
appreciation.
one
I'll
I
put it like
start
that.
with?
Wait, let me get my roster out because now I feel like I have to at least try to make this easy for you. Dun, 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 dun. Shut your mouth, Steven. Go and screw your old brains. I mean, sorry, what?
What?
Okay. You should give it a solid try with D first. Give her a deer.
Aiden says it's mostly weed and you went high rye. I'm pretty sure, in other words, he's calling you a chump.
Well,
Okay,
I just
so D2, right?
yes, it's either D or
Okay.
D2. I can't actually
Oh,
see
geez.
the.
I'm talking a lot of shit, and I'm about to make myself look a fool.
Wait. Is
Dude, I'm
there?
already in this.
Oh, well then you should probably be able to tell that one pretty easily. I'm gonna say.
Getting some banana notes,
Really?
some rye
Okay.
spice.
Okay, so you are in the correct one that I wanted you to be on. Okay, cool.
How poorly did you write your key?
Well, again, we did this after batching, and the picture that I have of my selection has a underscore of 2 in the picture, but it doesn't have the letter in the picture. So once again, chumping it up. But you know what? I'm happy.
Alec, does it look like this one or this one? Because these both have an underscore of 2 shit. Here, camera.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's D2. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
You're good.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Definitely rye forward. Yeah.
Okay.
Shane's saying, rookie move, Alec. Alec, you got to bring your computer closer so you can like read these comments.
I'm right here, man. I just want to be like up in the picture, up in the grill.
You got to get in
my,
there, you know?
My backdrop is literally 2 beautiful looking stags on the wall because that's the most decorating I've been able to do in the last month.
It looks like you bought that from like IKEA or some shit.
And I did. Fall collection.
It's okay, that bookshelf's from IKEA. I'm like praying one day it doesn't fall apart.
When it does, it's going to be a mess.
Yeah, definitely. It's bananas. There's some oak. There's some creamy vanilla, a little spiciness. So it's definitely a bourbon.
Okay. Didn't you say rye earlier? Or are you taking it back?
No, it's a bourbon. That's high rye. Oh, wait.
Okay.
That went different than I was thinking.
Oh, curveball? Possibly. Can Steven live up to the crap talk that he brings to this channel?
Ooh, this is something I'm not familiar with. I feel like you messed with me.
Nope. Actually, we had a discussion about this bottle the last time I was over. Granted, that doesn't give you much of a clue considering when I come over, we talk about at least like 13 to 20 different bottles.
It's like a mid-tier, like 100, 105 proof. It has this weird kind of like almost hickory flavor midway through that I'm getting. He probably did.
I really hope that I got a little bit of nut sweat in there for you, bud. Come on.
I don't know.
And okay, are we starting this off as a clean slate? We're at 0-0 right now, or is this going to be actually a part of one of our other running?
No,
this isn't a part of. Okay, this clean slate.
Yeah, clean slate. This is just for shit talking, and to make us look like we're really bad at this. Which I mean, this is basically like advent calendar minus a lot of less awkward pauses of us just trying to taste whiskey.
Yeah, well, I hope that when you're taking a sip and I'm taking a sip, that Lord Schlong, Will, Aiden, and Mr. Whiskey Shits, love the name still, are all taking a sip with us. That's what I'm going for here. All right, man. You're
really,
taking longer than
like,
I did. You're taking longer than I did, bro.
I mean, so middle
All
of
right,
the road
that's
proof.
the end of it.
Guessing 100 bourbon, and can I just not guess a bottle because I honestly don't have a good bottle pick. You know, F it.
I mean, if you really want to.
With one.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. No, you wouldn't have done that. Oh, is it Four Roses single barrel?
So you got bourbon correct. You're off on the proof point, and it is not Four Roses single barrel. That was Angel's Envy coming in at 86 proof. So we're off to a rocky start, my friend. And I'm glad to say I'm not the only chump here.
You're fucking lying.
Dude, I will show you the picture. Okay. See that? Look at that. Look at that. Angel's Envy on the D. There you go, buddy boy. However, when you said high rye, I was actually pretty surprised. I don't necessarily get that on the bottle.
Well, I don't drink this ever.
That's actually why I picked it.
This.
The real chumps who were friends along the way. That's right, Aiden. And you know what? You're a part of that group now, so cheers.
Okay. Well, this is a rough start. Pour whatever the hell you want. I don't know. Pick one. Tell me which one you pour.
I think I'm gonna roll in hard and heavy.
Dude, this is so embarrassing. I'm so ashamed of myself.
See, the funny thing is when we do this when we're together, you try to cut when you look like an absolute idiot.
I do cut when we both look like absolute idiots. You'll thank me for the advent calendar.
No, man. I love when we screw up because it makes us true. We're honest whiskey men. Okay. And we're idiots too.
Rip it with one. Because we got to get through 4 more samples and this Del Bach whiskey.
Oh, I forgot about the DB. Love that. All right.
You didn't pull that out, did you?
No, I did. I got it.
Okay.
Yes. I actually still, sorry to get off topic. I still haven't popped the Ardbeg. I'm waiting for a time where I'm really feeling more of a rye kind of flavor, Scotch profile. And so it's going to be nice to get into some Del Bach. So maybe it'll kickstart me on that, on my path. Hey, thanks for joining, Aiden. Sorry we only got through one pour apiece, but we're chumps with Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. Suck all the way. Good job.
All right, let's do this. Which one did you pour?
D, I told you.
D? Okay. Do, 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 do. You know, I'm just going to pour mine so, like, we can, like, you know. Here.
Go for it.
I'm pouring A3. That way it's not just us awkwardly, you know, sitting here.
Just jacking it?
Just jacking it.
Just straight jacking it.
Pretty much that.
You're doing A3? Okay, cool. That's a good one.
Ooh, this smells significantly better than Angel's Envy. Dude, I don't drink those a lot.
Well, that was the thing. When we talked, we did talk about the last time I was there. Because remember, we were having the conversation, and we brought up how Angel's Envy is not like the type of bourbon you want to go buy unless you're trying to show off, because the bottle itself is pretty much the highlight of the bottle.
Yeah, this is very oaky cherry.
Yes, it is.
I don't trust anything you're saying right now, because I was like, oh, I'm getting bananas. And you're like, yes, you got the right bottle, buddy.
I don't know what you want from me. Ooh. Oh, dear. Oh. Dare I say this has a jalapeno flavor on it? I don't know what you put in here, but I like it.
I can see that. I can see that. Which it's kind of unfair because I do have an unfair advantage because you come here, once every 2 weeks now, and I try to give you every single bottle I've purchased or acquired since then. And, you know, I just sit here and I drink whatever, given I have a whole ass section of 20 whiskeys where I'm like, I got to make space for it. I can't make content with these. They got to go.
Well, that's why I poured you some Angel's Envy. So at least you'd pour, 3 ounces out of that bottle. Oh, someone's in trouble.
The big old dog did something he shouldn't have.
It's okay. If Shelby comes out here and sees Abby on the couch, I think she's going to kick my butt.
Yeah, but this is very. I hate to say it, but I'm getting turkey vibes off of it. Are you closing a nose? You know,
Dude, I can't get anything off this nose. I don't know why, but this nose is messing with me, and I can't figure it out. It's something. I don't know what it is, but it's
yeah.
something.
I don't mean to be making
Like,
excuses or anything, but I'm definitely kind of sick. I took Sudafed like twice today because I was trying to be professional tonight and not make excuses and hopefully get something right.
okay. So I have my type and my proof point nailed down. Not a freaking clue on this bottle, to be honest. I'm struggling hard. And yes, I actually my parents were sick over the weekend, and I think I picked it up a little bit from them. So I'm like on the starting edge of getting sick. I can feel it, and I'm trying to subdue it.
The worst part about blind tasting whiskeys is going in on the nose. I was like, that's freaking turkey. On the palate, it's a banana oaky cream.
Okay, so you're having the same issue I had with the first taste for the first one we did, because I was like, oh man, this is so creamy and sweet on the nose, but then it's spicier on the palate. Excuse me. Oh,
get it together, man.
You get it together, man. Gosh.
Yeah, because now I'm getting some banana on the nose.
Power suggestion, my friend. Okay.
This is why we're both really bad at this.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to keep doing this to get better, you know? I'm thinking of just killing the blend off and just starting to do like something like this every single week. Maybe not this many.
I like the blend off, man. Okay. All right. So here's the way I'm going to throw this, okay? I'm going to throw this.
Cherries. Nuttiness.
Okay, I'm going to throw this, and I'm going to say it right now. I'm probably way off, but I'm drinking a rye. I'm going to say it's somewhere around. Oh man, you were totally right. I shouldn't have made it within 3 points. I should have made it within like 5.
Yeah, 5. Can we just run it back to 5? Saying
no, it's done. Near? It's done.
Okay.
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 All right. So I'm going to do rye. I'm going to put this at 108. No.
Are we still doing the within 3 or within 4?
We're doing within 3.
Or within 3? Okay, my bad. Or 5. That's what I meant to say.
We're doing within 3 because we're already this bad. May as well keep it going. So rye, I'm going to do 103 proof, and I'm going to go out on a hard limb here and say that it is Pinhook.
Which one did you get? Dude, one, you have no idea what the proof of Pinhook is. The Pinhook high.
No. Sorry, not Pinhook. Oh man, Emerald, the Emerald one that you had.
Emerald Giant. So you think it's a rye?
Yes, I think it's a rye.
Oh, okay. So you said rye.
103.
103.
And Emerald Giant.
Write these down. So you got 0 points on the Woodford wheat, and then you got 1. You said 104 proof.
103.
103. Well, you got that right.
Hey!
And that's
I'm a winner. I'm a sucker and a winner.
Yeah, so that was the Four Roses Small Batch Select from this year. The one we tried last live stream. Yeah. Which I guess I can kind of see it because it has that nice spearmint herbaceous note on the end. So,
Interesting. I like that though. And I mean, I don't know why the jalapeno is kind of popping out to me, but I mean, Herbalicious.
I don't know where you're getting jalapeno.
Hey man, I just like myself some jalapenos. Okay, maybe I'm just
jalapenos. Okay,
jalapenos. All right, now your turn. Also, I think our good friend Will added us on his story. Oh man, he's got us up on a projector at home with whiskey on the table. What a man! Thank you, Will. What a man. You gotta figure this out, bud. We're now tied currently. What's it gonna be, buddy?
Proof is my biggest issue.
And see, that's my only
Because
advantage
I
over you.
really have a hard time guessing proof. I'm guessing either 90 or 100. I'm just not sure. But since we're not doing like the 5, I can't just split it even.
I know. That's why I wanted 3. I knew it'd be difficult. Whoa.
I'm going to go 90 proof Old Forester on the Whiskey Row Series one, the 1870 69 one.
Pick that number again, bud.
Jeez, you're going to make me up. 1870.
All right. You got it. You actually got it. Yes. Congratulations.
So does that mean I get 4 points?
You get a whopping 4, bud. You might also get a whopping go jack yourself, bud. Okay.
Oh, sweet. So you're at 1 and I'm at 5.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck.
Wait.
Okay.
Are we doing?
No,
wait.
this is a
Are we
win
doing
for me.
cornhole rules? Are we doing cornhole rules or no?
You act like I play cornhole a lot. I have no idea what you mean by that.
It's same thing as what we were doing for Advent, where we cancel out any points that we both got. So technically, you would have gotten 3 on this, and I would have gotten 0 still. So it'd be 4-0
well,
instead of 1-5.
We're not doing that many points. Okay. Last one.
All right.
You ready?
Let's do it. I'm off to a rough start. May as well get rougher. However, I think this last one should kind of make you happy. I tried to make you happy with this one.
Okay. Also, if anyone has any questions or comments or whatever, post them in chat. We're here to talk to you guys. We're just tasting whiskey and making fools of ourselves on the internet to, interact with you all. So, cheers.
I'd like to take a poll. Who do you think does a better job of pouring whiskey, Steven or me?
This is peated. Okay.
Really, really good, sir.
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to open this on the live stream.
Oh, our special bottle? Wait. Put that up to the camera, because when you send me the picture on Instagram kind of makes it look like it's a plastic bottle, but that is actually really cool.
Yeah, so they had the little Ardbeg. So basically, it's Monsters of Smoke, or I don't know. It's a MRAP. So I don't know if you know what those are.
Nope.
They're basically like the super heavy to armored version of like Humvees almost, I guess.
And why did they choose that name?
What?
Why did they choose that name?
An MRAP?
Yeah, no, why did Ardbeg choose that?
Oh, I don't know, because it looks cool. It's like military shit. I don't know. We had them when I was in Afghanistan. They're pretty dope, but I never really sat in them for long enough to get like cramped and like, so no big deal.
Apparently Nate Wydell says Uggy.
I don't know what he means by that, but cheers.
Yes, cheers. Cheers, good man. Cheers. All right, so I'm now running vial B.
I'm really shit at peated whiskey.
Honestly, I don't know how you are, because I feel like when we drink peated whiskey, that is where we both refine our nose and palate best.
I don't
think about it. Think about it. Okay, peated scotch obviously is going to be something that has a heavy flavor profile both on the nose and on the palate. So why wouldn't it actually be better for us to be able to pull out the notes and like actually get the differences between each bottle? That's what I'm saying.
Here. Oogie rather. Oh yeah. Okay. I get what he means. Yeah. So, this is a new bottle for Alec. You haven't tried this yet. And that's the main reason I got it. They just laser engraved it for free basically. And it was cool. But this Ardbeg Ugadal, it's basically Ardbeg at 54.2% ABV. So it's hefty. Tomorrow I'm going to do a flight. That's probably going to be our Thanksgiving video with this 10 Wee Beastie and OA. Just because we don't have second. Well, sucks to suck, dude. Shouldn't have moved to Tucson.
You're such an ass. Whatever. All right. Okay, this
I
is
don't drink
chocolatey.
enough peated whiskey. You're getting chocolate on that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is sample B, just to confirm, right?
Affirmative.
Affirmative. Are you affirmating that?
Affirmative.
Okay, awesome.
I don't think affirmating is a word. I'm affirming it. I'm not affirmating it.
Affirmating it.
My favorite thing to do is to give Steve a bunch of crap about his word choices because he is not the best.
Oh.
Wow,
Well,
way to cut me
I'm
out.
dyslexic,
Thanks,
so
Boo.
it is what
Thanks,
it is.
Boo.
I mean, I could just kick you if you make me upset.
Do it. You won't.
Bye-bye.
I'm back from the grave.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I have the power too, my friend.
I don't know. You can't add yourself.
I can do.
Alec.
All right.
Stop tangerine.
You stop
What does your whiskey
tangerine.
taste like? What does it smell like? You haven't. I don't think you've given a single real note other than.
I
chocolate.
just said chocolate, and you said you get chocolate on that. You get chocolate in, yeah.
This is very heavy in the fruity aspect.
Okay, I can say that mine has got a little bit of oak, a lot of actually dark fruits as well. I'm going to say a little bit of apples and cherries, but still chocolate. What are you comparing? What I'm telling you?
Oh, well, I remember what it is, and I know what I got off of it, or the primary note I got off of it.
Ooh, tasty. Okay. Bit proofy. Solid finish. Not getting as much of those fruity notes on it anymore. Definitely get an herbally, almost like the lemongrass. The lemongrass note, I'm definitely grabbing off this. My nose, I feel like my nose is totally out of it tonight. It's got nothing for me on all of these, but.
Yeah, I mean, you also have to get real glassware, Alec.
Oh, yeah. Some good stuff right there. No, I do. I mean, this is the only thing I have right now, but I do need to get myself some actual Glens just because that also puts me at a disadvantage when we do this.
They're cheap. A 4-pack is like $32. I mean, that's not cheap as far as glassware goes, but I've seen your paychecks. You can make $32 worth of glassware.
If Abby could hear that right now, she'd probably be losing herself. You know, actually, I'm going to take me off of my headphones so that she can't.
Hey, buddy, we can't hear you now. You ruined it. You ruined the live stream.
See, she's perked up. She's ready to go.
Alec, your audio sounds atrocious.
Fine. Put it back in. You said earlier it was Sim. And it can Sim.
Oh, well, you're close to it. Okay, there we go. So much better. Okay. So much better. Right. This is super fruity with the, like, it's very fruity Pete Ford. Yes. And all right, I guess. Oh, okay, sorry.
You go first.
You go. You send it. I have no guess. I was just speculating.
No. I was gonna say I had to guess first on the last two, so I want you to go first on this one.
Oh well, I'm not ready to guess. So if you're ready to guess, you know.
Oh, I'm not ready to guess. I'm not ready.
Oh.
I'm still trying to pick it out. I'm just getting oaky.
Yeah, this
chocolate
is
cherries.
It's fruit forward, honey vanilla sweetness with like an outer layer of peat smoke, which leads me to believe it's either that peated Japanese whiskey we have, or it's one of the Ardbegs, or it's Talisker 10,
or it's Ardbeg, or it's Glenmorangie, or it's
Well, I've cut it down to like 5 whiskeys in my head.
Okay, that's fine.
Because we have like 20 scotches in total, so it's pretty easy. And you can't really hide peat. Unless if you like mess with me and this is Del Bach, and then
that would be funny, honestly. I would not do that to you. I think we actually agreed not to do that when we were pouring these last time. See, I have a solid flavor profile in my head right now, but I can't nail down the bottle that's coming with it. I know it's something off of one of your bottom shelves, because it's not a turkey. It's not an Old Forester. It's not it's not Buffalo Trace. Man.
All right, I got my guess. And since Scotch is in percentages, I'm just going to rip it in percentages. Scotch, 46%, Ardbeg, 10.
All right, buddy. So, you got the Scotch, obviously.
Well, yeah, it's peated. Or, well, I guess that means it's not the Japanese whiskey.
Correct.
Well, if you tell me which one it is, I can check really quickly.
Well, you got the bottle wrong. It's the Lagavulin.
Oh,
Lagavulin.
Lagavulin? Jeez.
Lagavulin. Yes.
43%.
You said 46?
46, but
okay.
We said proof, not percentage, and percentage.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got Scotch right. That's it.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's why I guess 10, because I was like, it's very...
Oh, it's fruity as hell, yes.
It's super fruity, earthy, peat smoke, sweet vanillas, and I mean, honestly, I don't think I've had Lagavulin 16 since we did the review of it.
See, I actually really like that bottle. And for me, what?
Oh, wait.
Was that the Nika? No, Nika. No, Nika.
Yeah, we're not drinking Japanese whiskey.
Yeah, he is. He's drinking Japanese whiskey.
Is. Hey. But no, I haven't had this since we did the review. This is damn good. I mean,
I know. I told you I really like that bottle.
80. It's really expensive for 80, and I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have one, but it's very friendly. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. That's why I guess Ardbeg 10, because I was like, okay, it has to have a higher age statement since it's very approachable. So I was like, it's not wee beastie. It doesn't taste what I remember an Oa to be. So I went with Ardbeg 10. But damn, this is good, dude. I'm gonna have to start drinking that more often. Still very expensive though. Yeah, and I didn't even think that was one of the options, so shame on me. There's no way in hell you're getting this right, by the way.
Well, I can tell that for sure, because now I'm like getting a really bready note.
Will's drinking bourbon. What are you drinking, Will?
Yeah, what are you drinking, Will?
Yeah, what do you guys want to see us drink? I mean, what do you want to see me drink?
Yeah, I was going to say, I can pull out a couple things, but nothing that's going to match up to Steven's collection.
Yeah.
Hey, don't drink that without me. Hey, don't drink that without me. Wow. That right there, folks, that's a cuck. Steven doesn't like it when I use that word.
Dude, this is freaking good.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's good.
Wait, I thought you already had it.
No, I just opened it.
No, you were saying that it was like really like strong earlier. Like it was very straightforward, kind of strong.
I don't know what you're referring to, bro, but that wasn't it.
Whatever, man.
All right.
But it's good. Wait. The Master's Keep. Drink that. Yeah, Steve. Drink the Master's Keep.
No, I might do that next week. If you're here or not. So here, I'll just run over my plans for next week. So we're cashing the whole Texas flight because I have a flight of like 8 Texas whiskeys that we're going to run through. We're probably going to run through that, not next week, but the week after that. Next week, since it's Wednesday, it's going to be the day before Thanksgiving. I think we should just do like a turkey. I know we already did the turkey tango when we had the old camera. Things looked like hot garbage. But I'm thinking, because you're either going to be here or you're not going to be on type thing. Cool. So I was just planning on ripping through all the wild turkeys.
Yeah. So as far as that goes, I have to check and see what the plan is for Thanksgiving. But if I'm not helping out my parents with cooking on Wednesday night, I'll be coming over and we can do the live stream there and we can just, rip a turkey all night kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah. I was just going to drink until,
you drop.
Yeah. Ooh,
who wants to see
Envy is actually pretty good
on camera.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever gotten severely trashed on camera on a video that we've released.
I was gonna say we've gotten trashed on camera. You just would never post it.
I have standards, and I also don't like getting too ratchet. It's just sometimes we have to when we're trying to batch X amount of videos for a timeline.
Okay, I
what's
still
your
need to
guess?
give mine. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's not get too distracted.
Wait, this last one was B, right?
Well, it's the only one left, so yes, B.
Okay. All right, give me 1 sec. All right. Bourbon. You know what? Actually, okay, bourbon, 116 pinhook. Now I think it's pinhook.
Okay, so nope, that doesn't count. Okay.
What?
What? Well,
What?
you guessed the bottle right. Your proof doesn't count. You guessed the bottle right. Proof does not count because it's 119.9. So it's basically rounds up to 120, and it's barely off. If you gave it the 5, given I also would have gotten that for the Lagavulin 16, so that would be negligible.
That's actually fine because that means I only lost by 2 points today.
Yeah. Dude, we each guessed a bottle properly, so I'm going to take that as a win.
Well, I mean, it was 1 out of 3 bottles we each had, and we failed. So, I mean, really, we only got 33%. I mean, I'm just saying.
Look at the small victories. Acknowledge them. Be happy you had those, and let's move on.
Steven, I'm a chump. I don't have to think about small victories. I fail. No, that actually, I'm proud of that one, though. Hey, come on.
Yeah, and that's not a bottle you've had a lot of. I've probably drinking like 3/4 of that.
You have? Seriously?
Well, no, of what's missing from the bottle. No.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang, dude, I didn't realize you were hitting the pinhook so much.
It might be halfway, though.
Also, I will throw a shout out to Will because I know the Cardinal Spirit Straight Bourbon Whiskey is something he enjoys. And I think we also agreed that that isn't a bad bottle that we should try to get a hold of in the future.
I've never had it, so I can't speak on behalf of that. But
we talked to him about it when he was here last.
Oh, well, I don't remember trying it. So
well, no, we didn't try it, but we talked about it, and I'm pretty sure we were also kind of trash. So that could be why.
Okay, let's not make it sound like we're just constantly getting trashed. Like
we're constantly
on a camping trip. You know, on our camping video, Will was in the background. Things got a little wild that night, but that was once in a blue moon.
Yes.
Okay. What bottles do you have other than Del Bach?
So my current collection, forgive me for not being on camera and having these in front of me, but currently we're rocking Del Bach, Wild Turkey 101 Rye, Jack Daniel's Single Barrel, Elijah Craig Small Batch, Old Forester 100, Ardbeg Anoa, and Redbreast's Single Pot 12 year.
Oh, on that note, so the gentleman who's letting us borrow a bunch of his Texas whiskey so I can put together a flight for us. He gave me a sample of Redbreast Cash Strength, and that shit slaps. That's really freaking good.
Okay, you know damn well that if anyone should be tasting that, it should have been me, okay?
Well, it sucks to suck, buddy.
Do you have any more, or did you finish it all like a dirty little hooker?
No, I'm going to do a review of it probably, and then I'm going to kill it. Okay, Del Bach time?
Wait. We're just going to gloss over the fact that you're a complete asshole right now? Is that what we're doing?
I think that's pretty much goes without saying. So let's eat. Yep. Nate says, love that Redbreast Cash Strength.
I'm holding this against you, Steve.
Nate, are you more of like a... Jeez, do you hear the dogs in the background? They're freaking losing it. Nate, yes, are you more of a Scotch / Irish whiskey drinker, or are you more of like a bourbon kind of guy?
I think he's more well-rounded. He seems to know a little bit of all of it.
Well, that's kind of what I'm curious. Like, where do you like rye? I know a lot of people don't necessarily like rye, but honestly, rye's been my thing recently. Okay, are we doing the Del Bach review?
That's what I'm pouring, baby.
Okay, so tonight we're doing a live review of one of the only few bottles we have in common, which is as Arizona whiskey. It's basically a mesquite smoked American single malt.
It's good. It's good, baby. This is the stuff Steve also cuts because he thinks I'm an idiot.
Yep. So they take that typical like Scotch style of making whiskey, and they brought it over to the U.S., specifically Arizona, and they use mesquite to smoke it. We're local to AZ, so we can get it. I don't really think you could get it outside of this, but there are a lot of places. What?
It should also be noted that in climbing, that smoking something is kind of risky business, just because when you talk about the idea of the smoking something like how they do in Scotland with peat, it's something that can be aged in a climate that's a lot. It doesn't have so many other flavors that really kind of creep in and like evaluate the whole flavor profile. So I personally think that when it comes to Del Bach or anything that comes from Arizona, the flavors are a lot more strong and a lot more forward. So I think that it's interesting for sure. I like the idea of it, and I wish they did more.
Yeah,
just throwing that out there.
So Nate, I prefer Scotch, but mostly drink bourbon. I'm kind of in between about that. So I got really heavy into bourbon because it's cheaper than Scotch, because Scotch is asinine for quality Scotch. Like I think, I don't know if you noticed this, Alec, but I did a list of like budget whiskeys, and my budget Scotch that was peated was Wee Beastie, which is a $50 bottle. And I would never consider $50 to be budget, except for in Scotch.
Right. We know that when it comes to Scotch, it's at least a 20% to 30% markup from bourbon, at least, like without a doubt.
Again, grain costs more because corn's hella cheap. So, grain costs more. That kind of is what it is. Ignore Bruno in the background. I apologize. But let's get into this son of a bitch. And on the nose, it's earthy. Super earthy.
But it also has this really nice, like, it's not bready, but it has some of that like more deep, dark kind of herbiness to it that I think you kind of don't get in Scotch, because Scotch is so light. The peat is kind of what brings out like the big flavor hit. But that's what I'm saying. Like with Arizona, the climate, it makes it to where the grain itself is a lot more of a flavor intensifier itself. So that's why I actually like this so much. Oh man.
Yeah, it's very like on the nose, there's a weird note that's about midway through, or well, I guess not really midway through, but like after having my nose in there for a little bit, I noticed like there's like this like oaky fruit characteristic. I just can't determine what kind of fruit that is.
Apricots.
Is that apricots? Maybe
I got
like
apricot.
A dried apricot.
What is that? Freeze dried apricots? Like when you get them from the store
and they're freeze dried, like they're not frozen.
But like the apricots, like you literally get them like and they're like dry. There's not a bit of moisture to them, and they're basically like chips almost. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm thinking about like the gummy fruits.
Oh, that's what you get? Nah, dude, I'm getting way more gummies,
of like they're like it's like a chewy, rubbery fruit, like dried fruit.
No, I know that's what I'm saying. Almost. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like those it's dried out though. There's no moisture to it, right?
I mean, there's some.
Okay. Regardless, are we agreeing on apricots?
Yes, I would agree.
Okay. Well, thank the good Lord for that.
Okay, and stream quality is still solid. So, if anyone's in chat that was in last week, thank you guys for staying on. Sorry, I was uploading Thursday's video while we were live streaming, and that crashed my internet, and I wasn't tracking that until post.
Steven's an idiot.
Yeah. Kind of. There's it's very earthy on the nose. So I wouldn't even necessarily say it's smoky. It's kind of like barbecue-y, but it's like earthy, like barbecue.
It's more so like, when you pass by a house that, has like a lit fire in the chimney, where it's not like anything that's super like hardcore smoky, but it's still smoky, You feel what I'm saying?
It's like, it's a little hint of like mesquite smoke. And then it's a lot of like rich earthiness, and then kind of like a dried apricot fruit leather.
Yeah. Actually, wait.
Palette.
When I think about it, actually, the nose and I think also the palate, they give a little bit of like when you do like shish kebab, you know, where it's not like a shish kebab that doesn't have the meat on it, but it has some of like the onion and it's got some of like peppers and like that kind of aroma.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
so completely unrelated to what you were talking about, but when you said peppers, it kind of helped me acknowledge that there's kind of like a peppery note on the nose as well.
Like black pepper?
Yeah, like a fresh crushed black pepper. It's really nice though. I think it's a very interesting style. It's not inherently my favorite flavor profile, nor is it my favorite system or way of making whiskey. I probably prefer bourbon than anything else. And there's something about like smoked scotches that I like best. But the American single malt, at least this like mesquite smoked, because I would honestly say, Alec, would you agree this is similar to like most, like, because I know there's some places in New Mexico that make this. So I bet there's a lot of like Southwest craft distilleries that make this. This is just happens to be the one in Arizona or make a similar product.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And especially like, I mean, you're talking about New Mexico and that's bordering Texas as well. And we know Texas bourbon has so much leather, so much tobacco. So,
I don't have it here. So there's a Balcones bourbon that's like smoked with like shrubs, like scrub brush or something. It's called like the Brimstone. Might be the worst whiskey I've ever had in my entire life.
Really?
It's tastes like, you know, I'll just rant about that after this. Sorry.
We'll do a 10-minute single bottle review video.
10-minute rant about it. It's going to be in your flight, buddy.
Oh. Well, whoopsie-doo.
Yeah, it's going to be in the flight for next week. Next week, Wednesday or whatever, or whenever. Not next week, the following week, as I was. Okay, let's get on the palate of this.
Oh, I've been on the palate, but I finished what I had.
This is why we can never have a concise, solid video that just follows through without me doing a shitload of editing.
Well, that's why we live stream now.
It's like that fruit leather. Ooh, Nate's over here. Brimstone, I don't hate it, but I'm still just starting to dip into Texas. That's exactly where we're at, honestly. Texas is too freaking expensive for us. We're about to do a deep dive of Texas. I've personally done a deep dive, but me and Alec are going to do a deep dive 2 live streams from now, 2 live streams from now. But honestly, Texas is freaking weird. It has a really, just like Scotch, you know, Scotch is expensive to get into. Texas whiskey is also expensive to get into because your solid products are 80 plus. And so without people being awesome in the community who let us borrow some stuff, we wouldn't be able to either. But I have found a solid 2 bottles so far that I really like. Iron Root Harbinger at 115. Fire. Balcones, Nope, wrong one. As it was. This Balcones Lineage, really good. This is only $40. I'm gonna drop reviews probably next week on it, but like,
okay. Well, I was gonna say compared to when we had Garrison Brothers. Garrison Brothers is really good, but it was also really expensive.
Yeah, this is not as good as that $40 whiskey I just pulled up, in my opinion, at least.
Really?
Yeah, that's also going to be on the flight. Like I said, you know, thanks to some great, fantastic people out there, we're able to taste those because they're too expensive for either of us to afford them. But yeah, it's mostly that. Texas has a very unexpected funk that is going to take some acclimation. Yeah, and it's kind of
the same thing
too.
Right. Well, it's the same thing as you can't dive into like a really, really peated Scotch every day. You can't go and drink Lafroig 10, you know, on your daily because that just doesn't sit right. Okay,
it doesn't sit right with us, but some people do.
But I mean, that's the thing, is that same thing. We can't just dive into a bottle of Texas bourbon that's got so much tobacco and leather and iodine that you're like, choking on it.
Yeah.
It's good at times. It's good when you feel it, but when you're not feeling it, you don't want it. It's the same thing as like when someone says that they want to go and get cotton candy, and you're like, I don't want cotton candy. I really don't.
Who eats cotton candy, buddy? So let's get on the palate. I know we've been drinking this, but we haven't said shit about it.
All right. Well, you go first.
Okay. Well, again, I'm getting that like mesquite, like barbecue smokiness, a solid like fruit leather, but I'm getting kind of like I'm still going apricot and like kind of like a plum, maybe. I'm not quite sure about that. Stand by for fruit notes. But basically it's like this smoked fruit leather nutty oakiness with like that weird malty funk, like malty funk all the way throughout.
Okay. So agreed. Not as much plum, but the malty funk that you're talking about mixed with the apricot, it kind of gives me more of a have you ever had like apples that were smoked, like smoked apples with man, I'm trying to think, like smoked like cinnamon apple, like where it's actually like cooked into it. Have you ever had that kind of thing? You know what I'm talking about? No. Okay. Okay. Imagine if you had like caramel apple you get from the fair, chocolate factory, whatever it is. Okay. Take that, smoke it, and then give it a little bit of that mesquite flavoring with the smoke, and that's kind of what I'm getting on it.
So kind of like an apple with like a cooked apple, burnt brown sugar with smokiness.
Yes, but not a lot, but a good amount of smokiness.
Okay, I can kind of see that. I would counter that with, imagine like a pineapple that has been on the grill for a little bit too long, some brown sugar, barbecue smokiness, and some fruit leather. And, well, leather.
Leather.
And it finishes into like just a smoky, like leather sweetness. Like it's like a smoked vanilla leather.
Ooh. Okay. Hear me out. This might be a little crazy, but hear me out, Kat. Sweet potatoes on the first bit of the palate.
Why would you say that? I freaking hate sweet potatoes, but I don't disagree.
Sweet potatoes is what I'm saying, man. Like not like a ton, but it's like the note before a lot of that smokiness kicks in. It's a little bit sweet potato, and then the mesquite.
Okay, I would agree. Overall, I think it's a solid B minus.
B minus.
I don't love it. I used to really be a big fan of it, but like honestly, after like deep diving some more whiskeys and some more like peated whiskeys, I prefer that like smoky, salty, briny aspect that you get off of like peated stuff versus this whole mesquite smoked single malt. Like it's still an interesting bottle, and if you're like looking to deep dive that stuff, I still think it's worth it, but it's just not my thing.
Okay.
And for Nate out there, or just, in general, for who's listening, I'm going to try what I perceive to be probably one of the worst whiskeys I've ever had.
Oh, the Brimstone?
Yeah. I'm not going to drink all of it. That way you can have some of it. But...
Wait, you'll save me that, but you won't save me the freaking cast strength Redbreast?
Nope. Dude, it's a hard knock life. I don't know what to tell you.
I hate you.
Dude, it smells like burning plastic.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Why do you want me to try that?
Oh, I just want to see you cry.
God, whatever. Okay, you gave your grade to Delbach, and it comes in at, what, 55, right?
It's like a $45, $50 bottle.
Okay, $45, $50 bottle. Okay, so at $50, I give it a B. Just a solid B. And I think it's because, you know me, I try to put that level of difference and that level of uniqueness to each bottle, and that's kind of where I grade a little heavier on. And I think the Del Bach has a little bit of uniqueness to it. Not a ton, not like something that we've tried before where it was, out of this world, nothing else like it. Because like you said, there's people in New Mexico and there's people other places that kind of try to do the same thing, and they might be able to do it better. But I think at $50, not a terrible price. You're looking at Scotch, baseline essentially, but you're also getting something that's for us, it's statewide. So I'm going to give it a B. And while you cry, I'm going to laugh.
Oh, that is not good. Oh,
is it really that bad, dude?
Why does it taste like it's literally like wood and burning plastic? It literally tastes like a fucking fire. It is not good at all. Given, whiskey is subjective, so I'm not going to talk a bunch of shit. Because I do like some of Balcones' stuff. Their bourbon's decent. Their lineage single malt is fire. Baby blues, okay. But like those things they're good. They're solid. They're good for the price. But this Balcones Brimstone, it's like burning plastic. It's not good.
All right, I'm going to have to try it, and I'm going to have to see.
Yeah, we'll save some of that for you for the live stream.
All right.
I'll send you half of the sample bottle, and I'll redo that again. I tried it literally the day I got the sample, and I was like, that is not good. In my opinion, I'm not about to like besmirch someone's name or something like that. But no, that's not the whiskey for me. It's funky. It takes that smoke characteristic and it adds it to the wrong side of Texas funk that I don't enjoy, and it's just a full send into that, and it's it's
okay.
Not great.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, that's the same bottle. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, get something that's a little better.
Yeah, that's so much better. The Del Bach is so much better.
Nice.
Given I don't think the Del Bach is all that great, or it's just, again, not really my speed anymore. But it is an interesting whiskey. So overall, throughout this whole weird stuff, which I think we're gonna have to get better at this, Alec. We had too many weird, awkward pauses where we weren't saying shit. We need to get better. Look at me. I'm looking at you, guy.
I'm not looking at you.
Okay. Well, we'll get better at doing this whole live streaming, blind tastings, whatnot, all that jazz.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll bring you guys better content in the future. But, we appreciate you guys so much for hanging out in the chat. Alec, did you have anything else to add to this live stream and whatnot? Unless if you want to do another bottle, I'm game to deep dive another bottle that we share in common if you were into it, because I don't have shit else to do tonight. But I just know, I only planned on doing the blinds, which honestly, let's look back and acknowledge we got two things right, which is way more than we started off with blind tasting crap.
Okay, yes, I will say that was improvement.
That is a win.
Yes, that is improvement. And
I will plastic. Sorry.
No, I think that overall, blind tasting, it's something that some people can be really confident with. And yeah, obviously, I kind of figured you'd guess the 1870. That was one of the bottles that I was pretty sure you'd be able to, pick out of the litter.
I was about to say 1792 small batch.
Well, if you said that, I wouldn't be surprised either. I knew you'd be able to at least pick the Old Forester Prohibition line for sure. But I was a little embarrassed about not picking the one whiskey that really got me into whiskey, which was that weeded freaking Woodford Reserve.
That Woodford because it's not that good, bud.
Hey,
I'm just kidding. I know a lot of people really like that. I'm
still like it.
Biggest fan of that. It's good, but it's not great. I guess I don't know if I would say it's good. It's okay.
I think it's good, but I think that's just because, like I said, it was one of the like introduction whiskeys for me. Outside of the traditional stuff that I would drink before that, which I drank Jameson for like 3 years straight, and that was pretty much my bottle.
Yeah.
So I think it was definitely something good to break me out of the shell. Granted, I also think that I was really proud to at least hit Pinhook. Pinhook is a bottle that's different and is it's got a good proof point. I thought 116 was where it was at, but 119.8, as Steven put it. Good for you.
119.9.
I messed it. A 0.8.
I mean, I would have won
0.9,
whether I
whatever.
gave you that point or not.
You would have, but I would have had a little bit more dignity, okay? So thank you for putting my ass in the gutter, all right? Granted, I also think that
on a craft whiskey that drinks lower than its proof.
See, I don't think it's a bad thing though. I think that Pinhook does a good job. Like when we had the cast strength Makers 46, we both agreed it needed to be proofed down a little bit. So the fact that
I wish
Pinhook
it was a little lighter.
Right. So the Pinhook, the fact that it has like that lower proof point, I actually I appreciate that. And I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I think that when it comes to guessing bourbons and guessing rye, scotches, everything else that we've been doing over the last year and a couple months now, we've definitely improved. I definitely improved, even though people still think I'm a chump. I am a chump. That's fine. But I think that overall, you can't necessarily hate on the fact that we're doing this just because.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to run it back to my original question before you tangented so freaking hard.
You were asking about it.
Another bottle. No. I mean, you took. I did a loaded question with 2 questions in it, and you answered one, and you fucking sent it. I'm gonna run it back to the second part of that other question, which is: do you want to do another bottle review, or do you want to call it a night?
I'll leave it up to the people in the comment section. Does anyone want us
do you guys want to see
bottle?
us do another bottle review?
We can do. Well, okay, we got Ardbeg on Owa, not on Auto. Ardbeg on Owa.
Anoa.
Whatever, one or the other. So Ardbeg on Owa. We can both do Old Forester 100 if you want. We can both do.
We've never reviewed that.
All right. Nate Wydell says on Owa, so give me half a lip. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's about time you open up that bottle. You've had it for like you've had it for like a week or so. 2 weeks? Honestly, the bottle I've had the longest and haven't done a like legit like even opened it just to taste was this Ugadal, the Oogie.
The Oogie?
Yeah, the bottle I just picked up this weekend, just because I had a really busy freaking weekend and I didn't get around to trying it. And then as soon as Monday kicked off, I full sent it into getting a bunch of Texas whiskey and trying out all that stuff.
Gotcha. Well, I'll put it to you like this. I haven't had a chance to really have any whiskey until today, actually, because, well, besides Dylan's bachelor party. From Saturday night until now, I haven't really had any whiskey just because I've been busy. So, yeah, but as promised, Ardbeg and Owa.
Take over the stream for a sec. I need to get Bruno in or he's going to destroy things.
Ooh, love it, man. Yeah, so we're going to highlight on me. Hello, everyone. Good to see you again, even if that's just our good friend here, Mr. Wydell. So thank you so much for telling us that we need to do a little bit of extra tonight. So, yep, Ardbeg and Owa, great bottle. This is not the first time that either of us have had it. Steven had one of these bottles before us. And like about 3 weeks ago, I told him I needed to get a new bottle of scotch. And he just recently had picked one up from Total Wine. So I told him, hey, I'll pay you the difference, hand it back over. And what do you know? Now I've got an Anoa with me. He's got an Anoa with him. And we're going to do a little Anoa. Sound good, Stevie boy?
Yeah. This is the reason I don't let Bruno in here when we film or stream or whatever, because he's so big. He can't help himself but like walk around destroy. I'm surprised he's not on camera. Hey, buddy.
See, that's why I don't mind Abby being.
I
Abby
love
will
you.
literally just lay on the floor here and pass out.
Well, Abby's not like she's not a puppy still. And
Oh,
two,
yeah,
she's
that's
not
true.
a Great Pyrenees. So,
Yeah.
she's
Hey,
quite smaller. That's
Yes.
probably too high of you, Paul, but, such is life. All right.
I don't blame you, bud.
This is us after hours. We planned on streaming for about an hour, but I'm feeling like going a little bit longer. Honestly, if I was outside or if I could smoke in here, I would probably be lighting up a cigar.
We should do that for a live stream, dude.
Yeah, I'll have to go. Like, it'll have to be a live stream that I'm either in your place or.
Oh yeah, we could totally do it here. Absolutely, we could. Sit out in the back. If we could do it like earlier on, like 6 o'clock or so, or maybe once the sun starts setting a little bit later, we can totally do one out back, and we'll have the mountains and all that kind of stuff. So, to be continued. Wait for the cigar and whiskey reviews coming up at my place.
Yeah, I'll bring some Alec and Bradley Prensados because honestly, those are my favorite cigar whiskey. I was in the Bourbon Junkies live stream last night, and I made a comment about that because they're kind of the ones who convinced me to start trying out cigars. Not on purpose, obviously. They're not like, like, hey, you try this? Yeah.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressuring me. But like,
Yeah.
they're always smoking cigars. I'm like, I should try those out. And you know how Cole smokes cigars and stuff. So I ended up like kind of like trying some out, and I don't know. Recently, I've been loving it, dude. Like,
well, even
nice.
last time I was over there, and we did our little shirt pocket walk and whatnot. It was a good time.
Okay, review tangent over. Cigar content coming in the future if we can. You see, this reminds me of that Lagavulin 16, but like with a little bit more punch, a little bit more aggression, a little bit more like apple forward. Well,
I think that's the other thing is that even though it's peated, the peat is really it meshes so much better with the other flavors. It's not so heavy on the peat, but it really does a good job of doing a little bit of coinciding with the peat itself.
Yeah, I wish you had. I mean, given that would kind of kill the video I'm planning on filming tomorrow, but I wish you had all the other Ardbegs I had, and then we could just do a comparison. Just do like a 2-hour live stream.
Hey man, you can always just give me a little bit, and I'll hang them here, man. We'll do it.
Okay. On the nose, though, obviously very peaty, very salty, briny. Little bit of that, like that malty funk that you get from like a Scotch usually.
Yes, but there's still a little bit of the like pear and maybe I think on the nose a little more fruity, even though there is a lot of peat and a lot of brine, definitely some salt and vinegar. Even it's got a lot more.
There's a solid like oakiness to it though. Like you can tell it's a decently aged whiskey. I don't want to say well because I'm not competent enough or confident enough to speak on behalf of like well-aged Scotch. On bourbon, I can kind of typically tell like if it's aged longer or whatnot. But with Scotch, I'm like, I can't really tell. But you can definitely tell there's a nice little bit of like oak hidden in the background behind all of that like luscious fruit and like salty, briny smokiness.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it very approachable. Getting to the palate, though, I think you're looking at way more of a brine.
Oh, I haven't even gone to the palate yet. I mean, I have, but I haven't like analyzed.
Right. Okay. So, sorry. I'll take a step back.
As you were.
Before we back to the palate, no, this one, it's definitely, I think that it also does a better job of bringing forward a lot better overall flavor profile. It's not that it runs super hot, but it runs hotter than you would expect a Scotch to. So it's a little bit more of a finish, and it also just has a little bit more on the palate and the nose itself.
Yeah, I think it's it finishes into a nice like briny oak smokiness that's very nice. But on the palate, it's very fruit forward still. that smoke kind of initially hits you, then it runs into like a creamy apple, kind of like peach.
I can agree with that for sure. But it's also kind of a little bit of this. Will it is the shit? Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
completely unrelated, but
Whoever
love
this
you, babe.
Olivia Kovchek woman is, whoever that may be.
She's probably
no.
upset the stream's not over yet.
Oh, is that her way of saying get in here now?
I don't know. We'll figure it
Will
out.
it is the shit? Get to bed.
Okay, what were you saying, Alec?
No, I was just saying. I think that when it comes to fruitiness, even though you got the peach and apple, I will go a little bit further, and I will say that it also has almost like oh my gosh, what am I thinking of?
I don't know what you're thinking of.
What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something, but it's not peach and apple. It's not apricot. It's not plum. It's a different fruit. I'm thinking of a different fruit. Like almost have you ever had I can't think of the name now. Thank you, bud. Get off my dick, buddy. No, is if you've had like
making, so I never told you this story, so might as well run it. Actually, continue your conversation about the fruit. I'll double tap that before we close out.
Okay. No, but if you've ever had, like smoked carrots, I know it's kind of a weird thing to put out there, but smoked carrots.
You always reference the weirdest stuff.
Dude, I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Smoked carrots, okay? Like not like your traditional carrots, but like like the purple carrots and yellow carrots and that kind of thing. There's like a slight carrot flavor, almost like carrot cake. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now, like smoked carrot cake.
Yeah, dude, no idea what you're talking about.
All right, well, you know what, that's fine. Me and Anna over here, we'll have our smoked carrot.
Okay.
Cake.
Yeah. So honestly, on the palate, it's mostly just like very smoky, fruit forward, and that's about it. Maybe a little like olives.
I could see a little bit of olive too. Yeah, not bad. More on the savory side for sure.
Yeah, I don't like olives, and I wish I didn't taste that, but I kind of do.
Make martini out of it.
Not bad at all. So I think this is like typically a $70-ish bottle. What do you grade it at? I don't know how to grade it personally.
I honestly give it a B-. That's where I'm gonna put it at.
B-?
Mm-hmm. Only because for Scotch, Scotch is so hard to grade. But I think once it gets into the $70 range, I hope that it has something that's either like super fruity yet super smoky, or like super weird yet super good. Like it has all these different things put together. So that's kind of my opinion right now. But you know me, I'm the chump.
I mean, we got the same amount of video or of bottles proper today. You just guessed a few ryes when they were bourbons.
They were spicy bourbons, bud. Okay.
Yeah. So I think I gave Lagavulin a B. And
no, you gave it a B-.
Lagavulin 16 a B-.
You gave it a B-.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna give it a solid, let's just say B. Really? I think it's better than Lagavulin 16. It's a little bit less money. Might as well, call it a B.
Invest.
It's a solid B.
Okay.
I think it's good. It's a little expensive, not higher proof, not really bringing that much difference, but it is very easy and accessible. It's a nice ride, though. It's fun to, get into.
Okay.
That being
I'll
said,
that one.
I think we need to land this plane. So let's just go ahead and do a really quick recap. You know, we did a review of Anoa, Delbach, and we did 3 blind tastings, each completely different bottles. We think a solid B for both Anoa and Delbach. Would you agree?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, or at least like roughly around there, B minus. I think I gave Delbach a B minus. You gave it a B. I gave a B to Ardbeg and Noah. You gave a B minus to it. And then we each guessed a bottle correct, which honestly, that's not that wild, seeing as how we only have 100 bottles and we kind of know each other a little bit decently well. So we know.
I was going to say, we both picked the bottles that we both
other.
know really well.
Yeah.
You know,
I picked a bottle you tasted recently, a bottle that
and a bottle I bought.
Absolutely fell in love with, and a bottle that you purchased. So like I picked things that wouldn't be like obscure for you, and like you would have like a line in on. I forgot what you poured me, or you poured me Angel's Envy.
Well, so
pretty sure
which is the bottle we talked about. That was the bottle we talked about. Okay. I poured you a bottle of the Galvin, which is a bottle that I actually really love and I thought you would appreciate.
Wait,
and then I poured you
Lagavulin.
Sorry. Lagavulin.
Dear
okay.
God.
So yeah, I poured you those 2, and then I don't know why you would be mad about it, but I poured you 1870. Okay, Old Forester 1870. You can't be mad about it.
It worked. I slightly beat you off on proof.
You beat me off, dude?
That's not a great
Thanks for beating me off, bud.
I slightly
I was a little lonely today.
On points, but honestly not by much. So we haven't finished at time of filming or current time right now. We haven't fully finished the advent calendar. We're probably going to within the next 2-3 weeks. So it'll be interesting because honestly, I will like kind of spoiler alert. We're probably about as close as we are today. Not as close, but we're like,
we're within
that's
3
kind
or 4
of where
weeks.
it is. It's very like neck and neck, and we're both like good and bad all at the same time.
Yes. So we'll see where it lands
like
in the end.
Yeah. Okay. That being said, we do need to wrap this
Close this out.
Gotta land the plane, as it would say. Any closing words?
God is good. Whiskey's great. People are crazy. That's a song. Paraphrase.
I know what song that is.
Okay. That's my take on it.
Don't worry. I'll do it. Okay. In closing, we're not super great at what some people would call boring guesses, but we definitely do try, and we'll keep doing it moving forward, and we'll get better at it. But thank you guys so much for everyone who showed up in chat the whole time and who supported us. Cheers, everyone. We'll see you later.
Adios, amigos. Hey, thanks, Nate Wydell. See you next time.